everyone.
Good morning.
I don't hear the energy.
Good morning.
I know it's a lazy Saturday morning and all of you are like still in the bed remembering, oh shit, today morning I have to get back to the, learning Saturday. But that's again a mandatory. Can I have the energy from all of you? Good morning.
Good morning.
I know Raja committed us that he was going to give us the breakfast at 10:30. I don't know what's there for refreshments. But still, let's have the energy started off this early morning so that we get started to what session I'm going to start off with. Yes? Are we ready?
Yes.
So I want all of you to be very focused on what we're doing. So I request all of you to keep away your phones silent for at least in my session. I know most of you have left your important meetings or whatsoever calls or stuff like that for this learning session, but I just request you to keep away your phones so that you are out of your calls or messages, and let's focus on the slide. Okay, cool. So how are you all doing today?
Good.
Again, no response, guys.
Great.
Amazing. Very good. Lousy, sleepy. How many of you are sleepy? Okay, I'm going to come on. I'm going to say sleepiest. Okay, good. So I know most of you are still just push yourself out of the bed and then just force yourself. You have to be there for the session and just get the attendance. How many of you are just for the attendance? I know. Attendance.
All.
Which yeah. So am I audible or I think this is enough? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm comfortable. So here we are today to discover or to redefine you. When I say you, it means to me or it means to yourself. Yes? Absolutely. So I'm sure people would be wondering, what is this topic about? What am I going to talk about here? It's going to be an hour session. What am I going to speak, talk and do things about? Yeah, I know. But then there's some interesting things which I have brought for you all so that you all can focus and try to rediscover yourself and redefine yourself. So before I begin, I would want to wish each one of you a very happy and a prosperous New Year 2020. Guys, energy! So I'm not going to promise I'm going to give you a glucon D or a boost or something that you need to be more energized. Can I hear it a little loud?
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, the more I say, you guys need to be loud, and then it goes chorus, which I don't want to start off or begin with. So let's begin with the session, Redefine You. So I want first of all of you to close your eyes. Okay? I'm going to display certain pictures on the screen, right? Let's do a testing. So whether you have, the proper eyesight for you guys to see what's there on the slide, or there's something wrong within you that you have to run to the ophthalmologist immediately after my session. Okay? So let's close your eyes for a minute, all of you. Don't close the person sitting next to your chair. Don't close his eyes or her eyes. Try to close your own eyes. Rodney? Okay, open your eyes and just see the image. Which one do you think is more clearer to your eyes? The first, second, or the third one?
3x.
3x. How many of you are able to see 3x clearly? But I don't see one or two hands. Anu, which one are you able to see clearly? Yes? Okay, cool. So here we are stuck in our lives where we don't know. We came into the new year. We started our new year with a bang. And then we still find ourselves in which type of the image we fit in. And that is what we're going to talk about is resolutions. So we have a thing called resolutions. I'm sure this is kind of a lens where you try to fix it, where you try to look into certain things more clearer. The more I see clear, the more I see better, right? So we're going to talk about the resolutions. I'm sure some of you have started some of your resolutions, or some of you are still wondering, what am I supposed to do in 2020 when I've not done anything from past 20-30 years? Or some of you are still discovering, what am I supposed to do? What I should be doing the resolutions about? How many of you have already decided your resolutions or you have listed out? Oh my God. Okay, some are really wondering what is that. Okay, I see few hands going up. But what about the rest? Can I hear it from you? Why is that you've still not figured out? Do you fit into any of these images?
We don't make any resolutions.
Sorry?
We don't make any resolutions.
We don't make any resolutions. Okay, great. Any other answers? Any other answers? Some of you are still figuring it out. What resolution should I make it? No answers? Don't know what is resolution? Okay, can someone define what is resolutions is?
Make yourself better.
Make yourself better.
Commitments.
Sorry?
Commitments.
Commitments? Okay. Focus on something for life.
It's a change.
Change within. Okay, you are too little closer, but someone can still get me closer answer. What do you mean by resolution?
Aim to do something?
Sorry?
Aim to do something?
To do something, absolutely. Is it something that you want to achieve or to do something to bring that change? Probably if I could connect your answer to your answer. Something that you're striving yourself to aim something or to achieve something, or you have a certain goal which you want to achieve it. Okay? So that's something what you define as resolutions. So you must be going around with your friends or spending some Saturday evening with your friends, and then one of your friends comes up and say, hey, you know what, I have so many resolutions that's for your 2020, right? But then did you ever understood or discovered how did this name resolutions came from? Any idea? Right? So resolution, which year do you think the word was coined? So there was this mythological god of Rome called Janus, way back 153 BC, wherein he had two faces. So one face which was looking backward and one face which was looking forward, right? And when on December 31st is when the people of Rome discovered him, that his older face was looking towards the backwards and the younger face was looking towards the forward. That's when they decided that they're going to celebrate this as the New Year resolution. And that's how the resolution term or the New Year resolution was born, right? Now what's your resolution for 2020? So before we begin this, I have a small video to play, and let's hopefully, looking at that video, maybe you can come up with your own resolutions to decide or to achieve what is that you want to do for 2020.
And then go.
But your divorce isn't even final yet.
Just the one divorce in 99. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no divorces in 99.
But your divorce isn't even final yet.
Just the one divorce in 99. You know what? I am going to be happy this year. I am going to make myself happy. Do you want us to leave the room? Or? Every day, I am going to do one thing I have never done before. That, my friends, is my New Year's resolution.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine is to pilot a commercial jet.
That's a good one too, Phoebes. Now all you have to do is find a plane load of people whose resolution is to plummet to their deaths.
Maybe your resolution should be not to make fun of your friends, especially the ones who may soon be flying you to Europe for free on their own plane. She has a better chance of sprouting wings and flying up your nose than you do of not making fun of us.
In fact, I'll bet you $50 you can't go the whole year without making fun of us. You know what? Better yet, a week.
I'll take that bet, my friend. And you know what? Paying me the $50 can be the new thing you do that day. And it starts
So
right
that's
there.
more a bit of this wonderful show. I'm sure most of you have this friend's favorite show. You have been seeing a lot of series of it, and then a lot of videos of it, and that's something which kind of brought me in, so that just to pep up with you guys what resolutions could be in. So moving on to what's your resolutions of 2020. So how many of you have really seriously thought about or gave it a thought that this year I'm going to give up something, or this year I'm going to do something interesting, or this year I'm going to give away or stop doing something which I have been doing from past years? Can someone share of it? Can someone share the experience? Yeah? Can someone share? What is that you are striving to do this year?
I think people are trying to make that thing a secret. Nobody's coming.
Okay, you mean the people are trying to keep resolutions within themselves and they don't want to make it very public, right?
It should be something very personal, people's resolutions.
Very personal. That's great. Keeping personal is again great, but then there's nothing wrong in sharing. Right? I'll tell you why. Probably when I go again, go next on my slides, I will tell you why it's important for us. But someone can just share. What is that you want to give away this year?
Open secret. Please come on.
Say, Raja is having.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
On reckless drivers on road.
Okay. So he wants to give up on the people getting angry on the reckless drivers, especially during the traffic, on the traffic signals, and especially when you're driving. Great.
I think
What else?
What else?
We live in Bangalore.
Anyone else?
Something similar actually, not to get angry with kids, children at home, and all those things. Maybe very simple and small things.
Okay.
That is really something which makes a big difference. Personally for me also.
Okay.
That is something.
Great. So she wants to maintain calm, peace at place, no matter whether it's home or work or office or anywhere else. But then let's practice that. Yeah. Anyone else wants to start something new this year? Something that which you have not done ever all these years, and this year you want to start something new.
I'm doing opposite Raja. I want to really get into road.
Come on guys, don't show me the faces of so boring life you guys are living. I didn't expect this though. Come on, a little bit of energy, a little bit of thought. Make your brains work early morning.
Why don't we start with you?
Yeah. I have my just to say probably in the end, because that's what it's going to talk about. I'm going to share quite a lot of things about me, but then I just wanted you to connect, because when I speak, I want to connect with you all. Each of you sitting in the room wants to know, wants to do something. And I'm sure here, when I speak about it, I'm sure you would have also figured it out. Well, let's park this question right now, and maybe we can ask this question in the end. So then probably you can figure it out. Why is it important? What is it important? So let's begin with the next slide, please. Wait up. Okay, so now that we spoke about the resolutions, so sometimes as a human, we don't tend to, achieve our resolutions. We say that, okay, this year I'm going to give up smoking, or probably I'm going to make new friends, probably I'm going to look for a good job, probably I'm going to, go get away from my boss, probably nagging boss who's up with me, probably what's all this. But then we really don't tend to stick to our resolutions. How many of you agree with me? Right? I'm sure most of you would connect with me. You cannot stick to the resolutions. You cannot stick to what you're trying to do. And somewhere you feel, you know what, I'm not going to do this. But there are certain things. When you define a resolution for yourself, there is something which connects the purpose of life. And now here I'm going to talk about why is it important for each of you sitting in the room to have a purpose of life in your day-to-day activities. Very, very important. Are you living that purpose of life in today's day? You wake up in the morning and then you decide something that, today I'm going to do something for this. You wake up in the morning, how many of you really intend, you wake up in the morning and realize that today is the day that I have to do something different. Today is the day that I have to do something valuable to someone. Today is the day I have to do something better to myself. Or serve someone better who's next to me or who's a neighbor. Now that is something which connects to what you personally do for betterment and to accomplish yourself. Now let's figure it out. What are the consequences that we encounter where we don't tend to keep up our resolutions or keep up our commitments, what we tend to do? You're not waking up excited in the morning. I can guarantee you all 31, 32 people here, when I saw your energy early morning, I didn't see the one face says that good morning. Yes, how many of you feel this? Now why do we feel this? We are not excited about our job. We We're not excited about day-to-day activities. We're not excited about what is that I'm trying to do today, right? Now, when you get that feeling, you are out of the purpose. You are just pushing yourself, I have to get back to the work. You are just pushing yourself, I have to do my job. You're just pushing yourself because you have some family commitments. But are you living your life with purpose? You really have highs and lows. How many of you agree? I'm sure most of you. I know, let's keep it secret. I would not call it upon, like, someone said it. But then definitely, imagine one entire week, you had a fantastic week, right? You had got some achievements, your boss complimented you, gave you an increment, and then there was a great thing happening at your family background. You had your kids performing really good, you have your wife giving you surprises day by day, and suddenly, on the next week, you have a dip. Everything seems lost. You find yourself as a failure. You have that fear. Oh, wish last week was fantastic, but this week is something that I couldn't do anything. So you have your highs and lows. And when you identify those highs and lows is when you're off the purpose of life. Your life isn't entirely fulfilling anymore. Imagine those people who have been achieving it. You must be chasing since a child, we've been always asked by our parents to chase your life, to be the best student, and then when you finish your college, you get into the degree, and then your parents says, chase this, be the best professional, and then when you come to the office, then you want to be the best employee, get the award, best employee of the year, and then you pass on the ages, and then finally, you want to be the best father, best parent, and finally, and that's what you've been chasing. But are you really fulfilling yourself? Is the life really feels fulfilling anymore? Remember that feeling, something is missing.